I had a topic in relation to a story that reminded me of something.
Shout out to Piers Morgan, hotting up the government, fam.
So basically, they're thinking about raising the limit for contactless card payments to £100.
Ooh.
At the moment, it's £45. Yeah. So they're thinking about raising it to £100 because it's cashless society, blah 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 blah. But I'm a kind of person that's lost his card before on a night out, and then the next day I've gone and seen that someone's bought some Clinton cards with my stuff and had a good night. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't lie, I've done it as well in the past where I found somebody's card. And
You did what? Mike, pause right there. Hold it right there. You ain't gonna say no more. Shut up.
I'm willing to do it.
Shut up. Shut up.
Let me tell my story. It's funny.
We ain't incriminating no one on this.
What, you stole someone's card?
Close your
No.
mouth. Hush your gums.
Listen, let me tell my story.
Listen, because you got that wig on, don't mean they can't see you, fam. You're still Mike.
Yeah, but they don't know who it is. They don't know whose card it is, so they won't know.
You're still Mike.
I'm gonna listen. You need to accept your flaws, like Future, accepting my flaws.
So you're accepting that you're a thief.
Yeah,
You're a criminal.
Did you use it? How many times did you use it for the £30 max until the person clocked?
well, this is what I'm gonna get
I would
to.
have rinsed it out.
This is I'm gonna get to this.
Personally.
This story.
I'm on a pod with a bunch of fiends and
Actually,
fucking
to be
criminals.
fair, I would have given it back.
You wanna give it back? If you heard
After I rinsed it.
if you hear the story, you understand why I did what I did.
Convict.
So back in my uni days,
Music.
when I used to be a scumbag, which I'm not anymore.
You are still a scumbag.
Nah, I'm
Still.
so chill.
Mike's name on my phone is saved as Mike the scumbag. He's in a group chat with
These
me,
guys
he's a
try to
scumbag.
make me seem like I'm a scumbag when I'm not. They're trying to denounce people themselves, and I'm like, it's not me. I'm like, it's not me.
I'm in agreement. You're a scumbag.
I'm not like as bad as these, man.
That actually brings me to a story, but I'll bring it up later. Go on.
So, back in my uni days in Coventry, I remember there was,
Coventry.
I was out smoking there. There's like a bar, and I'm just chilling, and then all of a sudden this girl was like we just start chatting, like we're chatting for like an hour or not, haven't hitting it off yet. I'm thinking this girl's great. Like I went and bought her drinks. That's how much of a rapport we built. Anyway, it was time for she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see my friends. I was like, oh, do you mind if I get your number? Yeah. And she looked at me and went, no. And I was like, that's just rude. Do you know what I mean? So I went back to the bar, and I looked to my right, and I see she's left her purse.
Yeah, rinse that out. fuck that bitch.
I see she's left her purse.
Fuck that bitch. She said no to you. How dare she?
No, I don't mind you saying no. It was the rudeness after I'd been nothing but nice. And listen, you don't have to give your number. You don't have to do that.
Of course not.
I'm not.
Nice guys finished last.
I just didn't like the rudeness of it. True. And then I thought to myself, I don't have to give your purse back.
True that. But you didn't have to rob her either.
So, what I did that night,
It's
is
a robbery.
I said to the man, yo, drinks on me.
Oh my god.
I said, drinks on me. Yeah.
You're terrible.
And I got madam around the drinks. Yeah. And afterwards, we had like an afters at ours. Yeah. And everyone was like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm like, don't worry, I got this, innit? Random people, there was a couple random people there, yeah? I bought bare pizzas for everyone. Everyone was like, raw, Mike, you just bought pizza for everyone. I'm like, listen, I got you guys, man. It's all calm. Like, I got you, man, innit? I got pizza for you. Even the next day, like my boy that lived in like another flat, I went to his yard, helped order him pizza as well. We tried again in the morning, got even more pizza. We were living life off this girl. We lived, man. We lived until that evening. I think she must have clocked on because we tried to get Chinese and it didn't work. We're like, okay, it's done.
Yeah,
We've had fun. We've had one of the man them trying to get a PS4, but that flopped. Or PS3 or something. One of the man them trying to get a console and it flopped.
So you have like an account then.
Yeah.
But do you know what you could have done? You could have gone on finance.
Yeah, but we tried to do the easiest way through Amazon, innit?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
back then it was less secure in Amazon. It was easy to
All
do.
I'm gonna say is I'm not involved in this venture.
How much do you think you ran up on her card?
About $3 bill.
Do you know what? I'll be honest, yeah. How rude was she? Or give me an example. Like, what did she say to you that was rude?
I was just like, oh, can I get your number? She just looked and went, no.
Oh, she laughed like that. Oh yeah, fuck that.
No.
Run up a check.
And I was like, cool, just because I'm a
So
five.
after you lot have been busting combo for about an hour, she did that to you.
Yeah.
After an hour.
Yeah, I bought a drink. I invested my money into that pizza. So I deserved it.
I don't condone crime, yeah.
I do.
But, okay,
No,
I don't condone
definitely
crime,
don't
but you couldn't just I spent £20 on her drinks. Let me just get suck up my £20 back and keep it moving.
No, I've told you, I've robbed girls before. I remember that time when that girl puked in my car. She puked in my car, and because she was too drunk, and I knew and obviously I used her like driving license to figure out where she lived so I could drop her home. Yeah. I also saw £20 in there. I took it because I was like, I need to clean my car.
Do you know what? Yeah, that's calm. I'll take that as well. Do you see what? I'll break it down to you. Yeah. I'll break it down to you. I don't
You think it's cheap? Jesus. In this economy. Oh, sorry, go on, sorry.
I feel that if you speak to a girl at a club and you invest your time in that girl and your money, which is essentially time, that girl doesn't owe you anything. She don't owe you a phone number. She don't owe you nothing. Yeah, she don't owe you top. She don't owe you a time of day, innit?
Nothing at all.
But personally, just to be polite, you can obviously she went around it very rude, innit, laughing at you in your face, innit, and obviously you saw the opportunity to hand her back her card or hand it into staff members, and you took it upon yourself to take it and spend money on her card, innit. And I have to say,
opportunity.
that I feel very close to you right now because I would have done the same thing.
Thank you.
Because at the end of the day, she's gonna get refunded that money from the bank. So the only one losing the money is the bank, and you're doing your thing. Plus, she didn't have to laugh at you. I feel like that was very unnecessary.
Yeah.
And also, I'll tell you one thing here. Although a girl doesn't owe you anything after you've invested your time, I feel like a girl should be transparent with you, and so should a man. If they know that you're buying her drinks because your intentions is to get to know her and then woo her, ask for a number. If she knows that you're doing that and she's just there for the drinks, but she knows she's not going to give you a number, then she had it coming.
Bro, I don't even mind if she said to me, look, I don't give her my number, or I got a boyfriend, or I'm not interested. Could have done anything like that, and I would have gone, nah, that's cool. It was the rudeness after. I was like, fuck that bitch. I was like, cool, I'm making my money back. I turned my L into a W.
Just to touch on Jordan's point, do you think that's a real thing? Like, do you think that once a girl accepts a drink from you, it's kind of like, not say she doesn't owe you anything.
Nah, she doesn't.
But there is an extent to like, okay, if I'm buying you a drink, that means you're kind of entertaining the convo.
No.
Nah, not at all. I don't think so.
Because
I think she's being polite to accept the drink.
yes,
She's being polite, but
And she also wants a free drink, because who doesn't want a free drink?
I'm looking at it from both sides, because I know that some girls will say, like sometimes they don't want to like say no to guys because certain mad things can happen. Like for example, you saw that story in America where that woman was in a bodega or whatever you call them, like a 24-hour off license.
Yeah.
And she bought like a bottle of wine, and then man tried to move to her and get her number. She said no, and then before you know it, man tried to bite her eye out of her fucking eye socket and beat the crap out of her.
Yeah, to be fair, as a woman, obviously I don't know what's like to be a woman, but I would be very cautious and I think I'll be quite paro. I think I would think the worst often. So I kind of get that where you might just do it politely and just say I'm going to take the drink and not say no.
Yeah.
But I don't think they owe anyone nothing just because they're taking a drink. They're just
no.
taking a drink,
I don't think so either. But again, looking at it from both sides, yeah. And this has never been an issue that I've experienced anyway. So it's not, bruv, never. But if, to an extent, as a guy, I can understand why you would feel like almost like you're being led on a little bit.
no, because you're the one who offered to buy her a drink.
Yeah, you offered to buy it.
Offered to buy a drink.
Okay, but if you offer to buy someone a drink, yeah, if you offer to buy a girl a drink, the girl knows what you're trying to do.
Yeah, she does, but she's taking advantage of you being a sim.
Yes. Look, honestly, if you buy a girl a drink,
okay. No, sorry to cut you, Mike. But if you're saying that she knows you're being a simp, yeah. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't know what you're trying to get out of her. And
she does.
you mentioned earlier transparency, innit? So the moment, what should happen is if the girl's really not interested, yeah. Number one, why is she even having convo with you in the first place? She's not interested. Number two, if she's not interested, she should just let you know that, look, I appreciate the gesture. Yeah. And I know it's not always easy to do that because it might be a bit awkward. Like, are you going to tell a guy like he's trying to buy you a drink and you're about to capitalize off it?
Yeah.
That I'm not I'm not interested. But at the same time, like, you can understand from the guy's perspective, and again, this is not something I've ever experienced, but I can understand why there'd be a bit like, if I'm buying you a drink, at the least, like, bust me your Insta or something, man. Like, for you to just,
I feel
especially for her to do what she did to you, whilst I don't condone your actions,
I condone it.
No, I condone it.
I don't condone your actions.
You're 2-1, so I win. You win.
Yeah, no. You man condone the action. Don't influence me, bro.
No, it means the shooters agree.
No. I am my own entity, bro.
Yeah, true. You can't make
I
it
don't
agree.
condone it, innit? But I can understand the reasoning behind it. Because the same way you're saying that you got revenge, yeah? That same motivation, yeah, could be the same motivation a guy could say, you're a dickhead, bro. Why would you allow me to buy you a drink and then you're not even, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. But the thing is, yeah, like, as a guy, like, I don't buy girls drinks often, innit?
Same.
When I buy people drinks, yeah, most times it's my friends or my female friends. The odd occasion I'll buy a girl drink when I feel like it. Yeah. Like, I've had girls come up to me like, are you gonna buy me a drink? As soon as a girl says that, I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah, it's a red flag.
Are you okay? Were you raised in a barn?
In a barn.
What, asking me these kind of questions? No, I'm not buying you a drink. But at that moment, because we built some rapport, I kind of feel like, this girl's cool. I'm gonna buy a drink out of my own thing. I don't mind her. Like I said, I don't mind buying the drink and the girl's saying, I'm not interested. Cool. You got the drink. It's a win-win for you. I get it. What got me was the rudeness. And I'm the kind of person, I believe in revenge. I'm the kind of person that if I feel wronged or spited, I will try and get my own back. Like, if I saw that girl again, like next week, and she was walking and there's a puddle on the side of the road and I'm driving, best believe I'm splashing her with the water. Like, that's the way my telly works. So I just saw the person's way to get back. Nobody in this world owes you anything. Nobody at all. True. Not even your parents. They should love you. They should do these good things, but they don't owe you anything in this world. So for me, for the girl to take the drink and get away with it, it's cool. I just didn't like the rudeness. That's it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I agree with you on, yeah.
And I feel like no guy in this world should expect anything from a girl. You should not expect anything. We can obviously have anticipation for wanting things like, I would like to do this and I would like for this to happen. If the girl says no, or no, I'm not feeling this or this, you got to move on and accept it, because there's plenty of other girls in the world you can move to.
I think you can expect. I'm not saying you will receive. But I think you can expect.
It will just increase your chances.
If I take a girl to a 5-star restaurant, I expect her to be interested in me.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying I expect her to give me up or anything, or give me sex or anything, but I expect.
Wait, I'm gonna give you let me just say something in it, yeah. It might change the way you think in it, yeah. So although I kind of agree with Mike's thing, although I wouldn't have done what Mike done, yeah, because I would have been a bit too paranoid to do it, and I would have just thought, fuck it, I'll hand the card in. I might buy 1 drink or 2 drinks, but maybe not 3 bill in it, yeah. But it is what it is. Like, I still find it funny.
Run it up, Turbo.
But do you know what, yeah?
Turn me up, Joshua.
You see women, yeah, when they're out, yeah, I feel like as men, we don't understand, yeah, what it feels like to be prey. Because we're predators and they're prey in it. And the one time I experienced it, yeah, I went to a gay party. Well, like, I went to like a sort of like a media industry party, innit? Like models, actors, singers, etc. Yeah, and there was a bunch of gay people, majority gay people, yeah, a bunch of gay dudes, a bunch of gay women, but you never knew who was gay, you never knew who was straight. Everyone was just blending, chatting. But then when a gay guy approached me and spoke to me and was trying to get me a drink or speaking to me, I didn't know if he was talking to me because I'm sexy, or
confidence, baby,
or he's talking to me because he just wants to be my friend.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is what straight women go through every Saturday and Friday night with straight men. When you approach them, they don't know if you're trying to like just be calm and just want to get to know them, or if you're trying to woo them just for the intention of getting them into bed. And they don't know if you're trying to get them drunk to take advantage because they don't know who you are. Yeah. And they don't know if you're trying to, make their inhibitions lower so you can take them into bed or get their phone number. And they don't know if you're just trying to, at the end of the day, just capitalize and fuck him and not get to know him. So their guard is always going to be up. Do you know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand why women move the way they do. Some do. But at the same time, I don't know why a woman would entertain someone for an hour and have no interest in them and not say. Unless, because with me, yeah, on the rare occasion yeah, a woman has said to me, yo, listen, I'm like, I don't think you're my type. Maybe not even that. Or be like, oh, do you know what? I've got a boyfriend, I'm not interested. Whether it's true or isn't true, they haven't got a boyfriend, but they've said, do you know, basically, I'm not into this, and I've been like, oh, cool, I won't get you a drink. But I don't know why you would entertain someone, yeah, for so long, thinking their intentions is, I'm trying to get your phone number, and not say or bring him a convo. Listen, do you know what? I only like you as a friend. Or lie and say I've got a boyfriend. I don't know why you would laugh at someone and be like, no, I'm not giving you a number. So Mike did the right thing by banging fraud on her card.
419.
Yeah, I like the way you broke that down still. And yeah, definitely on that expectation thing, again, this is not a situation that I've ever experienced, but if I was chatting to a girl for an hour and I bought her a drink, it's not wrong for me to not even expect, to think or to assume that we're vibing, flirting, whatever you want to call it, and I can potentially get her number. It's not like you didn't ask her to go home with you. You just asked for the number, innit?
Exactly.
So like, I think, and then for her to laugh, oof,
Yeah,
yeesh,
So
that would impact the confidence a little bit still.
Yeah.
Didn't I just robbed us? Didn't affect me.
Yeah, although I wouldn't take the card personally. I would have definitely,
I'd have handed
I would have definitely taken a few drinks off her card that Mike would have got me with the card.
Yeah.
So I would have been involved in some way.
Preach.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
to end this conversation, I remember there was a show I watched where this woman said a bar, and I will never forget it. And when I heard the bar, I completely understood like why women can be like not fearful, but like you said, on guard at all times.
Like, apprehensive, innit?
So like, she goes, there was a bunch of like scientists or something in a room with one man and one woman, and they said to the man, "What do you fear most about women?" And he said, "I fear that they're gonna laugh at me." Yeah. They said to the woman, "What do you fear most about men?" She said, "I fear that they're gonna kill me."
Bro.
And I was like, okay.
It's a different world, bro.
It's a different mentality because they have bigger things to fear from men.
It's a different world,
we
bro.
have to fear from them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Again, I want to keep it. I'm trying to understand both sides in it. Like for me, that never became more apparent than, like I said, that incident that we just heard about recently, that one in New York, bruv. That was that was crazy.
It was crazy, bruv.
Yeah, but you get.
She said no, and then man tried to bite her eye socket out of her eye socket. That's because she said no.
Yeah, but some guys and some women are just fucking pricks, man.
Oh yeah, but you know the man are gonna get snuffed. You know that.
Oh yeah, man.
Them New York man, they don't, bruv. They're gonna. The streets are gonna.
Oh
handle
yeah,
that
they'll
one.
handle
Them
that
man
one.
are finished.
Because that was definitely someone's sister or someone's cousin.
Bruv, she had a child at home.
Yeah, and she was from the ends as well. She wasn't like she was from the ends as well.
She'll know people.
Yeah.
Just thinking on that. Yeah, I've never been in a situation. Yeah, like I'm not really the type to move to too many girls like in a dance or something. Yeah, but I can never think of a situation where if I try and move to a girl and she pies me off, yeah, that my reaction will be aggressive, bro.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Word.
There's a lot of guys who are.
I understand, yeah, but like,
word.
What's causing the violence? Is it embarrassment?
Word. Do you know, it's not even that, man. Have you ever seen a man that moved to girls and then a girl says no and they're like, oh, well, you're dead anyway? Bro, them man are corny, man.
Yeah, I can't relate, bro.
But the thing is, it might not be people in your circle. Like, it might be man.
Yeah, but I'm trying to.
Just like take it's not even an L. I don't even think it's the L. If a girl says she's not into you, it's not an L. She's just got a type and you're not it.
It's called incel. It's the incel behavior. You're angry at women because you can't get them, and it causes an anger within you. The incel behavior is anger towards women because you can't get them.
Okay, so
and that's why they take the anger out on women. That's why
on women. Okay, so
do those things because they're incels. They're inconfident in themselves and they take it out on the females. There's a lot of men like that. If you ask I bet you every single girl has a story about when they've rejected a guy and he's reacted badly to them. Every single girl will have a story to that.
Yeah, I feel so, but I just can't imagine that. I can't imagine any of my boys doing anything like that anyway.
I've not seen any of my boys do it, but there's.
I think I would check him. I think if one of my boys did it to a girl, I would check. Unless he was drunk and waved, and I thought, oh, ha, funny.
I'll tell him to relax.
There's no excuse, bro.
Yeah, no. Obviously, like, I don't mean anything bait, but like, let's say one of your boys was drunk and he's trying to be with a girl, and the girl was like, no, because she was drunk, and he was like, do you know what? I wasn't even into you. I'll just laugh at him and be like, you know what? That's funny. But if you're like on the road or something, and you try and move a girl, like sober, everything, he's like, oh yeah, I want to try to get your number. Trying to move to him, she was like, nah, I'm not into you, and he was like, you know what? Fuck you, I'm not into you anyway. Like moving like kind of crazy. I'll be like, yo, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, you
gotta check
know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you gotta check him.
I'm with that.
I think you can let go if he says something like you're dead anyway, something like that. Yeah, on a drunk thing,
yeah.
You can just be like, oh, fam, that was unnecessary, man. You can laugh it off in it.
Yeah, you can laugh it off because he's drunk in it.
But anything other than at the most that. Yeah. Anything extra, bruv, I might have to reevaluate our friendship, bruv, because you're moving a bit mad, cuz.
Yeah. I feel
moving a bit crazy.
I'm with that. Have you got any of those stories? You said you wanted to tell us.
Oh,
something juicy, mate.
Oh, no, you was gonna bring up. What was you gonna bring up?
I was gonna bring up
sauce thing.
I was gonna bring up the sauce because that was ridiculous. I was gonna bring up the sauce because I was.
What is this?
I was thinking.
I don't know if Jay's gonna be with it still.
I feel like man's got sauce in all the wrong places.
I don't think he's gonna be with it.
It's a very saucy story. You could say it's chili sauce salad.
What?
Alright, so
chili sauce salad. You know, like when you go to the man them, like the kebab man them, they don't say chili sauce salad. They say chili sauce salad.
Oh, this story is gonna be pure food.
Ending in a T already. Chili sauce salad.
Alright, say no more. So basically, it was a hot summer's day. Now I'm joking. So basically, yeah, I was working security in it. Yeah, I was doing it in Watford like quite a lot. I'm from Watford, innit? So I was doing security at it, and we was doing it in a Twisted Monkey one night. I was working nights, yeah, and it was you know, the Hertfordshire students that come down, innit? So bare Hertfordshire students came down. I was working on the doors. It was just a mad night, yeah. And earlier on that day, yeah, I had gone and linked a girl that I was seeing, innit? Shout out Andrea. I don't talk to her no more, but shout her out. There you go. Fuck.
Man's trying to put out the feelers out there. You know them ones. Might be able to recover it.
Man, galas are forever.
Nah. She got a man in it. Her man doesn't want to talk to me no more, so she doesn't talk to me no more in it.
Oh, I swear. Okay.
So basically, I linked her in it, yeah, and I got a hotel in it. So I linked her. We was just chilling in it, and we ordered some pizza in it. We didn't finish it, and then the sauces were there. They were just there at the yard in it. So anyway, I went to work now from the hotel. I went and did my security shift. These times I was working security at night. Just a normal night, and then I started talking to two things in it, yeah. And one of them was like Somali in it, but she was Canadian, but she was bad in it. But she had a Canadian accent, and you know what I'm saying. Like you could tell she was East African, and she was nice in it. And everything was mixed race, and they were just chatting. They were like third year uni students, and obviously they was just like trying to chat to me. They was like, "Yo, you live around here?" I'm like, "Yeah, obviously I live around here." They was like, "Oh, we want to go back to yours," and I was like, "What do you mean we?" And they were like, both of us want to go back," and I was like, "For what though?" They were like, "Oh, both of us want to go back because obviously, you know, we want to do a thing." And I was like, "This is the first threesome I've ever had. I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know how to do it. I was just, you know what I'm saying? I just thought, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just go with it, innit?" Anyway, luckily for me, I had a hotel because I was already there already with the other thing. Earlier in the day, brought back to the thing. Obviously, the man them know the story, innit? Obviously, they was both just undressing. They both started kissing. Man was just watching them like, "Yo, son, I'm gonna do my thing." You know what I'm saying? Let me get involved. And then, obviously, man started doing my thing. Obviously, and then, obviously, I was a bit waved. We was drinking and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, the garlic sauce was there from the pizza from earlier on that day. So man was just pouring garlic sauce on bitches, yeah. Just eating it up, innit?
Eating what up?
The garlic sauce.
Wait, off what?
The girls, innit?
Where? What part of their body?
The bit in front of the bunda. And then I got... And since then, yeah, the man them have always added me for it, innit? Because that day I was so excited. The first thing I did was put in the group chat, innit? It was the first threesome I ever had, innit? And then I told him exactly what happened, and I was like, yo, I was just splashing garlic sauce on them from the piece. I thought I was a G still, man. I thought I was in a mad thing still.
Johnny.
It's that splash.
Johnny,
That splash.
are you hearing this?
I am not hearing this.
He doesn't want to ruin the pod for him.
Man was licking.
Don't ruin the pod for him. Don't ruin the pod for him. He likes to listen to it.
Yeah, I listened to it later, innit?
You see what it was, yeah?
Proceed.
Shall I tell you what the worst thing was about one of the garlic sauces? You know the garlic sauce?
Wait, was it from Bossman's shop?
Bossman.
Was it one of the little tubs that they give you for like?
green one.
Yeah.
Wasn't even Domino's.
So basically,
It was Pizza Go-Go and them thing there.
yeah, let me tell you something, yeah. One of the garlic sauces, you know that garlic sauce is meant to be quite
Can't believe
liquidy.
what I'm hearing.
One of them wasn't liquidy, innit? It was more of it was solidy, innit? So I had to take it out with my fingers and kind of spread it.
Solidy.
And then I thought to myself, Jordan, you're doing too much. Like, why are you taking this garlic sauce out with your fingers? But I was like, yo, I'm already invested, innit?
So
I'm trying to put on a good show, innit?
So certain man are not happy with the nani smelling like fish, yeah. But they're okay with it smelling like garlic.
Nah, but garlic sauce bangs though. No one here can tell me garlic sauce don't bang.
Wait,
bro.
certain man will tell you fish bangs as well, bruv. So what's the difference?
Nah, but Mike was the one who said he didn't like the fish smell.
No, the taste.
Personally, I personally wouldn't like it smelling like fish either, but I was turned, man. Being drunk isn't an excuse for certain behaviour, but this was all consensual.
This is all types of mad in my head, bro.
Yeah,
I'm trying to envision. So wait, what did the girls say at this point?
Bro, they was into it, bro. They was lipsing each other. Like she was bending over, and I was just like going down, and I was like doing my thing.
Imagine
and I was just like, bro,
and it tastes like chili sauce.
Was there no lube in the area?
huh?
I'm confused. What made you? So you wait. So you were mid in the thing. You just looked to your right and you just said,
Wait, how did it happen? Basically,
this garlic sauce is gonna be the thing, bro.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
the pizza was already on the side of the bed. It was on the floor and it was old, innit? And we was drinking and we started getting into it. And then obviously they started lipsing each other. I started going down on me, started going down on them. And then I was like I've eaten lube off a girl before, innit? Yeah, like strawberry lube, innit? I used to roll around with it in my bag and I used to bring it to clubs.
I got a strap. I'm always strapped. You full lucky punk. Do you?
Take out 2 lubes, lads.
So not only did you have the DOMs on deck, but you had strawberry lube on deck as well.
No, I had no DOMs on deck.
So
Man's being the thing. He has chili sauce salad as lube, and he's not strapped up at all.
Nah, I didn't
so
strap
man's
on
got
at all.
garlic sauce going up his jappy.
The man was just double dipping. Basically, yeah.
nah. I'm about to lose my head. This is mad.
So basically, and then I just saw the sauce, and I was like, "Yo, let me eat the sauce of her because I like the sauce." And then I put it on her, and she was like feeling it, innit? I don't think she knew what it was, but then she saw what it was, and she didn't oppose, innit? So I was like, "Let's go with it."
You took a major this could have
Yeah, she could have said no. It could have been fucked up.
It could have been like you're getting in there. You're about to climax. Yeah. You see the graph here. The graph's going up. It could have just been.
Yeah, she could have been like, "What the fuck is this nigga doing?" Yeah, 100. But because she's Canadian,
brave,
I think she was
man.
like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway."
You're brave.
Yeah,
and you're crazy as well, but you're brave.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was it.
I'm garlic mayo, of all things. Garlic mayo
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
from Bossman's shop.
I actually have no regrets. And every
Bossman
time I
should have
order,
charged you more, bruv. He didn't know what you were gonna get into with that garlic mayo. He should have charged you £5 for that, man. You know they only charge you like £1.50 or £1.
yeah, that
He should have
garlic
been
mayo
like
was a lot.
£2 for you, boss.
Yeah, it should have been a lot, bruv. And now, whenever I order a pizza with that garlic mayo, I always need to think of that, and it always will. It always
Fam,
will.
I'd never touch garlic mayo again. I don't even want to touch garlic mayo now, and that's my favorite sauce.
It bangs, bro. It bangs on everything. It doesn't matter what you put garlic mayo on. It bangs on it. And you know what? I've done it, and it does. It bangs on everything.
Well, clearly, yeah, you have done it, haven't you?
Jay, what would you do, Jay, if you're beating like a lovely babes, yeah, and she's about to suck your dick and goes, "Wait, I want to put something on it." Just to make it be tasty. You're thinking, oh, she's gonna put
lube is
salt,
nice on your dick.
Lube, and she puts some
lube, yeah.
garlic mayo on your dick.
That isn't the first thing I've done though. I've done other sauce before, but she got a yeast infection afterwards.
What sauce gave her a yeast infection?
Sweet and sour sauce from McDonald's. That was on my girl. Shout out Charlene. She's engaged now, But you know what? Yeah, even though she's engaged and she's getting married, remember I poured sweet and sour sauce on you. Remember that.
What's the condiment connoisseur, bruv?
I know you're getting married, yeah, but man poured sweet and sour sauce on you.
Condiment connoisseur.
I gave her a yeast infection.
Yeah, she has to get that patent still.
I know what this podcast episode's called now. Jesus, the condiment connoisseur. Man's gone to McDonald's, sweet and sour chicken balls all over the things. Nah, that's
Wait,
what
is it called a yeast infection? Do you know when you get you gotta go get the pill and put it up? No, it's not yeast infection, thrush. You got thrush.
It doesn't sound nice.
Yeah, either yeast infection or thrush in it, but it's all fucked up, innit? It's all fucked up in the dunya, fam.
Wait, I need a minute, man. Just give me a minute.
I couldn't find my lube, real talk.
I'm trying to comprehend what you're telling me. Because first you told me garlic mayo, one off. Then Mike asked me the question he asked me, and I was thinking about that. And then you just dropped an atomic bomb.
Do you know what?
In sweet and sour. Do you know how much I love sweet and sour, fam? I have some on deck in the car right now.
Oh, do you know what? I've always wanted to take some more sweet and sour sauce home with me from McDonald's and use it for my own cooking. I've always wanted to do that, and I had 6 on the side of my bed. And I put it on the side, and I just thought, and I asked her, I'm gonna put sweet and sour sauce on you. She was like, yeah, but she was up for it. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is weird though, because one time, yeah, like shout out to my guy Kizzle, yeah. If you know, you know. Obviously, my friend Crazy passed away in it, but one time I was with my boy Crazy, yeah. Crazy, Tristan, and Scorps in it, and we was in my bedroom in it, back in my old yard, and we was drunk, and we had these burgers, and they was dry, and we had no sauce. So then I put my lube on my burger. My strawberry lube.
What, strawberry lube?
Yeah. And there was it. It was actually nice, innit? It just tastes like strawberry syrup, innit?
What? It was actually nice.
Yeah, bang still. I've still got that lube still. From like 2 years ago. So if you got to learn anything from this story, lube and sauces are interchangeable. I feel like you can transfer them for each other.
Could you imagine? Yeah. You're at McDonald's, yeah. Someone's got the barbecue. Someone's got sushi. Man's like, I got my own sauce. Imagine, of course, and then you starts dipping his chips into the thing. Like, yo, well, like, what? Have you got any lube at the back? You ain't got no lube. And let me talk to boss man. You got no lube, bro. I need lube on my burger. How can I have my chips without lube, bro?
Trust me. Yeah, trust me. That was the mazza. But I'm not gonna lie. That was a big step in my life, innit? Because that was the first threesome I've ever been at. So it was a chapter that I was happy I got out of the way in my mid-20s.
You gotta get them things out of the way.
Yeah, and I don't even look forward to threesome. I don't think I would ever have another threesome again. I've had one after that, and I would never have another one. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, out of the way.
My head hurts.
Jay, would you try?
Look, my. You need to give me a second, bro, because I'm trying to comprehend. Because as I thought, sweet and sour was the pinnacle, and a man just told me he drizzled lube on his burger.
Nah, strawberry lube. To be exact,
because that makes it better.
Well, it tastes like strawberries.
Wait, hold on a minute. First of all, you know, we need to clarify this. First of all, strawberry don't go with meat.
Nah, it don't, you know.
I'll tell you that for fact. Second of all, you're applying lubricants.
Yeah, it made the burger go down
to your
easier.
Burger.
It made the burger go down my throat easier.
I mean, with that science, fam, what can I even say? I'm done, fam. Take me out of the oven, fam. I'm done, bro. I can't even think straight.
I didn't even have to swallow the burger. It just found its way in my stomach.
My just went, you?
Nope. Sweet and sour. Garlic mayo. Lube. So you're using... Wait, hold on a minute. Let me get this straight. Man's using all the condiments on the wrong items.
Yeah, I'm using them on the wrong items.
Man's using the lube on the food and the sauce on the people.
But let me give it...
Or the nani.
On the nani, yeah.
But the first time...
On the vagina.
But the first time, and Tristan can actually... Can atone to this. I was bare drunk when I put that lube on that burger. I was turned. And then the second time with the threesome, when I used the garlic mayo, I was bare drunk. But the only thing I can, say was me, and that was my personality, was the sweet and sour sauce. That was me. That was all me.
It's not your fault. You love sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah, it bangs.
I condone your behavior.
And sweet and sour sauce is Asian, and the girl was Asian, so...
Oh, God.
It went.
Bleep that. Bleep that. That's gotta go. That has got to go. That is out. Gone. Bleep that. That's what minute we on? That's gone, fam. HR happy step in. What minute are we on, fam? That's gone. It's gone. Gone.
Why can't we insult people anymore?
No, she wasn't East Asian, she was South Asian, if that makes it any better.
Yeah, it's better.
It don't make it no better.
That makes it better.
She was Punjabi. She was Punjabi Asian.
Scrub it from the record.
Jay,
fam.
what let me
Oh, it was bound to happen sooner or later. That's what you get.
Bro, that's not sweet and sour sauce. You can't just put it all over me, you know.
That's what you get for talking nonsense, fam.
Let's get the tissue, bro.
On the left. Yeah.
There's no count. The table has no counterbalance.
The table is what's it called? It's seeking out justice, fam.
Delicious.
So sorted.
I taste delicious. Should we go to?
Shambolic, bro.
Should we quickly do rattle of the week and then we go?
Rattle of the week, bro. That's my rattle of the month.
Rattle of the week. I'm gonna do my quick rattle. Of the week. You got any rattles of the week?
What? How rattled I've been?
Or just something that's annoyed you or rattled you this week or month or?
Shall I tell you what? Yeah. I'm talking to this, innit?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's rattled me.
Pass something. I'll clean it.
There you go. Say what's rattled me the most. Yeah. I say what's rattled me the most, innit? What's rattled me the most is probably Martial. In recent times, Martial. He's rattling,
Tony.
man. Now Martial, yeah, for Man United.
And Tony, yeah, what
Yeah.
about?
I just feel like this guy. I used to think he was actually top notch, man, as a striker, and I've just realised this guy is actually so pants.
He's not like playing football. That's why.
Like,
You know what's
he's-
mad?
I feel like he just dislikes football.
Do you know
Like,
what's mad? Pepe has more goals than him this season.
That's embarrassing.
Pepe and I said that I still think Pepe can do something. But
Nah, Pepe's
we were
dead.
talking
Pepe
about it in
is
the group chat. I said that even though he hasn't been great, I still think he can do something. But when someone told me that Pepe has 3 goals this season and Martial has 2, I was in shock.
Martial's played more games as well.
Yeah,
He's
Martial's played more
way
games.
more games.
Bare more games. Yeah.
He's a starting striker most times now.
Pepe weren't even getting garbage minutes the other week, bruv. You know them ones where the game's done out here, finished, finito.
Yeah.
Pepe couldn't even get on for a young 5-minute cameo, fam.
Martial was good last season as well. He's banging goals. Do you know what I would say? Martial was like the Frank Ocean of football. He doesn't like what he does.
He just does it.
He just does it.
And then
he knows he gets peaceful. He doesn't
just
actually enjoy what
eats
he does.
dead chicken afterwards. Dead chicken.
You don't see his wife's cooking.
Yeah, his wife's cooking.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Molly Matings.
Yeah, she's there. She's actually dumb. Like, she's actually dumb, but she's good looking though.
So Martial's your rattle of the week. Why? He's just not been banging.
He just fucks me off, innit? I just don't know why we play Martial on the left when we can play Rashford on the left, who's better, and just play Greenwood on the right.
They play Martial up front
All the
though.
time.
They play him up front, don't they? He plays up front, Martial.
He does, but if not Cavani starting, I feel like if we play Rashford on the left, it would be good, and we start Cavani up front, and then play Greenwood. Greenwood should be playing way more matches, in my opinion.
So you're saying Martial should be a super sub?
He shouldn't even be on the team. I think we should sell him. He doesn't serve a purpose, bro. Maybe a bench player. Like, to be fair, yeah, I think he's
Martial.
I think he's bench worthy. He's bench worthy, but he's definitely not starting team worthy.
Bruv, you man have destroyed him, bruv. Sorry. You man are not utilising him properly. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Because Tony at Monaco was that guy.
Yeah, but he was in the French League 1, bro. That's not even a real league.
A finisher's a finisher, bruv.
Nah, because you're finishing it dead keepers, dead defenders. Like, it's the dead league, bro. The French League 1 is the dead
But he
league,
was
innit?
decent last season, was he not?
Yeah,
He was decent. I'm not gonna lie, I did like him, but this season.
So clearly he can do it at this level. It's not an issue.
Nah, but I would rather Rashford on the left, and none of them like playing on the right. And I'd rather Greenwood on the right than both of them, because none of them like Rashford is dead on the right side. He can't cut on his left foot, and Martial doesn't like playing on the left. I'd rather have Greenwood there. Greenwood is better than both of them on the right. And then I would rather Rashford over Martial if I had a choice.
Makes sense. I'm going to have one quick rattle before we end it. My rattle of the week is one Pacific app.
Move it, bruv.
Trading 212.
Oh yeah.
Piece of shit.
Oh yeah. Broke down today, fuckers.
Broke down today
Didn't let me log in.
on a big day when I wanted to buy some stock in AMC.
Yeah.
Before it rose.
Has it risen?
It rose quite a lot exponentially from $4 to $19.
Oh.
And I couldn't get onto it because the app crashed because loads of people were trying to buy AMC today and all that other shit. So trading 121.
212.
212, sorry. Bro, crashed like 4 times today when I was trying to buy stocks. So fuck you.
I'm up by 29%, bro. I'm up by 29%.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's pretty good, man. And also, shout out to the stock GameSpot. Very good spot. It's a very good stock. You know, if you didn't get onto it early, you know, sorry niggas, man. How can you hate from outside the club when you can't even get in?
Did you get the GameSpot stuff?
I bought it at $30, man.
How much is it now?
$300 in the space of
$300?
Yeah, in the space
When
of
did you buy it?
like 2 weeks ago.
Oh shit! Why didn't you tell me, you fool?
I don't tell anyone anything. They're all in group chats. You don't reply to group chats.
Wait, this is what I was told to get today more of was ALPP and ABML.
Yeah, there's one that's airplane, and the other one is American Battery Limited. Blah blah blah. something like
The
that.
lithium stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
American-
lithium. Apparently,
ALM.
lithium's the future.
Yes, because all the electric cars run off lithium. and
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
like that.
yeah. So
I have been thinking about this EVs and that, but
Buy EVs, man. You have nothing to lose.
American Lithium Minerals, is that it?
That's one of them. There's loads of them. There's
But
loads.
to be fair, I've seen some interviews with some people, and they've been like, well, this was like a few months ago. No, I think more recently, more people are on it. But back like a few months ago, more people. There were some people that were against it. There was like they did like a few reviews on it, but there was like they're not fully convinced that they're gonna invest money into it. But if you know the management team, like if you've researched the management team and you believe in them, then do it. Do you know what I mean? But now there's way more investors than there was when that video came out. I watched like 2 review videos on them.
There's
a
no
few months
reason.
ago.
You might as well invest them for a couple of years, innit?
Yeah,
You
just
might as well
seeing
invest
it.
them for a couple of years, like. And if they do decide to dip, they'll always go up. They've been going up for time, so you have nothing to lose, man. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. Shout out to Reddit. Shout out to those nerds on Reddit. Do you know what they did? Do you know why the game stock
I was
rose so
gonna
much?
say, that's what I heard about it.
Do you know what they did?
They created a fake buzz, didn't they?
But not a fake one, but
Well, they put their money into it, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah, like people wanted to buy, like people basically put money in for it to fail, for it to go down. People were hoping that was gonna there was a company, I can't remember the name of them, that had like 55 million pounds based on it for it to fail. And obviously, bare people love GameSpot in America, so there's a Reddit stream where they said, "No, we're not gonna let this happen," and they manipulated the stock, so it's skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So like people are going, it's actually a crazy day for trading and all that shit. Everyone's like, this is unprecedented shit. But people have gone, wait, if a bunch of random internet trolls can manipulate stocks like that, what can the bankers do?
Yeah.
If they can do that,
What have they always been doing?
what have they always been doing? It's just more the idea that if they can do that with so much ease, what do they do every single
Because
day
they
in
put
Wall
out these
Street?
valuations, and then like we go and read them in the media. They use the media train, innit? You put out the valuations, we go read it in the media, and from these stock experts that tell us that this stock's going to be very valuable, and then we're like, we're influenced, and before you know it, we tell a friend, before you know it, they're influenced too, and everyone's freaking invested in it, bro. It's all. I mean, not to say that some companies don't have value, because a lot of companies are valuable. I mean, look at Tesla, bro.
Yeah.
Tesla's mad valuable, bro. And this is how you know that hearsay and what people say has an impact. As soon as they said that Elon Musk was the richest man in the world, or second richest, or whatever it was, they said, or he surpassed Jeff Bezos, Tesla stock.
Yeah, and then as soon
Through
as
the roof, cuz.
yeah, and also remember back in the first
Obviously,
lockdown
man's
when
invested
Elon Musk tweeted that Teslas are too expensive.
Yeah.
It dropped.
The stock.
It
He
dropped.
said the stock was way too high.
Yeah, it dropped, and then everyone was buying it for cheap. Everyone's buying fractions for mad cheap. It just dropped. Yeah, so yeah, but what people say, it does affect it, man. Definitely, it's a big part of the game. 100%.
Yeah, just like when they say say for example a CEO, there's a scandal around a CEO.
Yeah, it will drop.
Which is why they say whenever you invest in a stock, you need to look into their CEO. And
Yeah,
see
you
what
need to
they're
look.
saying.
Yeah, you need to look into the managerial team. That's what
Yeah.
I was talking about. The app, the lithium app that me and Mike invested into. Like, because it's kind of like a new company. Like, you kind of got to look into like the managerial team and then kind of invest in it. And not invest, but kind of research into the managerial team and what you know about them, like what their past businesses are, etc. Like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Listen, and the moral of the story is, guys, do your research, invest. Even if it's, 10% of your monthly earnings, they say, try and invest.
Nah, just if you haven't...
If you got to spend, like... No,
got to spend money, it's just sitting around.
Spare cash, but in reality, what you should do is every month,
10%. I was trying this month here because I just got into it. I was doing 20%, like, because I split it for... How I did it was for my wage. I did for all my stuff that I needed to pay and the things, like little things I didn't need to pay. It was like 60%. And then it was 20% into savings, and then I was gonna put away 20% just for stocks. But then I was speaking to my friends who've been doing it longer than me, investing. They were like, "No, you don't need to put a specific amount in. You just need to see how the market is at that time, because the amount you put in is always gonna change on what's available at that time." Do you know what I mean?
I only buy stocks when I feel like buying stock. If I go, look, there's a stock here that is gonna go up. That I feel it's gonna go up. I'm just gonna put money in there now. Just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, not a specific
that.
amount.
Yeah.
Like today, I put like a couple hundred in because stocks dipped a bit, so I was like, put money in. But tomorrow, I'll probably put nothing in.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
but I would say 10% a month is probably be good. Like, obviously, you're not going to invest it all on one day, but throughout the month, 10%, like Jay said, it seems pretty good. Like, pretty low part of your
I feel like now is probably the time, because we ain't spending our money on anything at the moment.
Yeah, well,
But
today was the day,
innit?
innit? Yeah, it's weird. But
it's weird. I was thinking about it. I was like, right, I should have bare money stacked up right
but
now.
I've been socializing more, I think. Weirdly.
now.
Maybe not on this lockdown, but the first lockdown, like I was socializing more. Like I threw a party, innit?
That was after the first lockdown, innit?
When did the lockdown end? That was in June.
Ended in
Let me just call
May.
my boy Boris, innit?
That was in June. When did the first lockdown end? I can't remember.
Ended in like May.
March to May. Really?
It went March to May. It was like 2 months.
Yeah, because the police that showed up, they wasn't that bothered. Like, they weren't that bothered. It was kind of just like, yeah, we're having a party.
There's
They were
30
just like,
there's
yeah.
less than 30 people there, isn't it?
No,
That
they-
was the rule before. It was like, if it was more than 30 people,
Oh, yeah, there was way more than 30 in there.
but you just lie. Cause
Yeah, they wasn't inside. They didn't get
Yeah,
inside. We was
yeah.
in a back house. And, oh shit, I shouldn't say this because there's probably some people that are watching this that have had families affected by COVID. It wasn't my party. I was just there.
that's the excuse you gotta lay, man.
Yeah, and then they were just like, yeah, cool, just keep the noise down, innit? And then a landlord came, and then a guy that was at my party just had a bit of an argument with him, and it was basically, then the landlord just felt kind of threatened, and he just kind of left. He was just like, yeah, you lot just do your thing, innit?
You bullied him.
Yeah, I felt like he got bullied out of his house. I was like, I don't really feel right about this, but yeah,
You're gonna
fuck it.
continue partying, innit?
Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna continue partying, man.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck the landlord, man.
Yeah, so that was it. But yeah,
Party, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
fuck it.
man.
Yeah, the summer was lit, man. I wonder what this summer's gonna be like. I do wonder.
This summer's going to be non-existent, bro.
You reckon? I think there's gonna be some house parties, man.
I reckon it'll be good.
Look,
I'm definitely having a house party for my birthday in April, regardless of what the fines are being issued out. I'm definitely having a house party.
Really?
the government are now, like, after this shambles, things only matter to the government when public perception comes into it.
Yeah. They only care what the public think.
And the global public perception with these numbers that have been released.
But we're retarded.
Yeah, it's pretty much we're stupid, we're foolish, like all this. We're Great Britain, like it's all a bunch of. Right now, it's looking like a bag of bullshit right now.
Yeah.
So the government are gonna start. They've started already taking this shit seriously.
Oh yeah.
So I only expect things to tighten up further down the line.
They are tying up, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, I was in Tesco Metro the other day at my local little Tesco up the road from me, yeah. And a fucking police officer came up to me. He was like, "Why not wearing a face mask?" Like, I do wear face masks sometimes, but sometimes when I forget them in the car and I'm going in for something small, I won't wear my face mask. And this police officer, like, he came to me and he was like, "Yo, this is my patch, innit? Like, I'm checking people with." I'm like, "Yo, nigga, like your whole fucking job was to check face masks. That's cool, but is it what it is, innit?" And then I gave him a name, gave him a fake name. And then he actually went and fucking searched my name. Like, he was on it just to see if who I was, so he could say. And I was like, "Why are you so on it to search who I am?" He was like, "I just want to know who you are, so when I see you again, I know you are allowed to not wear a face mask." Because I was like, "Yeah, like I'm exempt." Because if I didn't think I was exempt, he would have kicked me out of the supermarket. And I was in the middle of doing my shopping. And then twos, like an old lady came in and she didn't have a face mask, and she didn't say the words "I'm exempt." So disclaimer. If you don't want to wear a face mask or you've forgotten yours or it's broken, the only words you need to say is "I'm exempt," and that basically means COVID doesn't apply to you. And then he was shouting at her, then get out of the supermarket, and I was like, raw.
Nah, man, just wear the mask thing, bro. You can't afford
There's nothing against wearing a mask, innit? It's easy to wear it. Just wear it for 2 seconds, boom, you're in and you're out, innit? You know what I'm saying?
I'm exempt in it, but I always wear it.
Why are you exempt?
Asthma.
Yeah, I'm exempt because of asthma. Well, I'm not, but this is what I tell people. But see the blue mask, they always break. And then you always have like one that goes around your ear but doesn't connect. And then it always falls off. So whenever I go into the supermarket, it's always kind of tilted.
I've got two. I got this one my work sent me, which is like a proper, like high quality one. And then I got the Nike one as well.
Yeah, I ain't got any. I haven't got any official face masks. I've only got the dead ones in it, like the 5 for like £2 ones.
Just grab one, man. Grab a good one, and yeah, you're all good.
Yeah, definitely need to do that. But yeah, they're cutting down on it. But fingers crossed, summer it's gonna loosen up and we can do more. You know.
I wish I was as optimistic, but bro, I just feel like I said, now they realize that this thing's serious.
Yeah.
Not that they didn't know it before, but like now that public perception's come into it, and they're gonna be labelled one of the worst governments in history. So they're gonna try and do anything they can to try and stifle this R rating or whatever they call it. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, man. Yeah.
7% when our population isn't that high.
But I've got an actual question for you. Do you think the Labour Party would have handled things much differently?
Jeremy Corbyn, no. I'm not giving anything to Jeremy Corbyn.
I don't think Jeremy Corbyn would have. I think he would have handled it differently, but I don't think he would have had much success. Much more success.
Do you know what? I'm gonna be honest. He probably would have done a better job.
He would have done better.
He would have done it. Do you know why? Because unlike, and I don't want to make a sweeping statement here, but unlike Boris, I feel like he values lives more. Boris came out and said, people forgetting this. He said this. People are going to die. He said this with his own mouth.
Yeah, but they are though.
Yeah, but he that's not the statement of someone that
has your best
interest at heart.
Nah, but you see what? Yeah, I kind of disagree with you. I feel like for me anyway, yeah. Although I'm not someone who's directly affected by COVID, but my mother was in it. My mother had like surgery at the time, in it. Like she had a blood poisoning. So if she had got COVID at the time, there was a good chance that it would have been fatal, right? Yeah. And we kind of have like the same. We spoke about it and we kind of said, yeah, what's going on in the world, and we both agreed in it, and we both said to each other, listen, at the end of the day, in it, yeah, COVID's gonna kill people. Like if we could live in a world without COVID, great. But if we could live in a world without AIDS, even better. But we don't. We live in this world, and we've got to accept it is what it is. But we've got to make the best. We've got to have the best outcome for what it is with what we've got in it. So people that get it over the age of 60, yeah, there's more chances of you passing away, sadly, especially if you have underlying issues. But when Boris said that people are going to die, people are going to die. But the economical side effects of it, I feel like, I don't want to say they're going to be worse, but they're going to have very, very bad side effects, man. Very bad side effects.
I mean, I just like to fact check something. There's actually been 2.16 million deaths. So that means the UK have accounted to about 5% of the deaths worldwide.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's terrible.
It's about 5.
Compare it to our population, please.
But compare it to how many people are in and out of our country.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hold on a minute. You want to compare it to that, yeah? Why didn't you lock off the borders then? That's the whole point.
But this is what I said earlier on. They couldn't because that the people that own these airlines are very powerful people, man. It's money, man.
This is what I'm saying.
Boris doesn't run anything. Boris doesn't run nothing.
The question you asked was, would Jeremy Corbyn have done better?
I'm saying I don't think so, man. I think he would have done better, but I still think it would have been a clusterfuck. I don't think there's any way around this, man. There's no way around it.
What do you mean there's no way around this?
Because people are still going to...
You're just giving us the answer.
No, because people are still going to be people, and people are still going to go to supermarkets, finger avocados. People are still going to fucking throw illegal raves. Nah. People are still going to walk around without wearing a face mask. It is what it is.
Wait. Why are they do... What did we say? The first lockdown, everyone listened. I don't want to go over this topic too much because we're rounding up in it, but the first lockdown, everyone listened. Because... they knew that this thing was serious, and they knew, bruv, the fear of death will make people act right, bruv.
Yeah,
there weren't many
fearmongering. Yeah.
There weren't many raves in the first lockdown. I'll tell you that now. There weren't many.
There were more than you think. There wasn't as
No,
many.
not as much as the second lockdown. People were like,
Right.
The third one, people are just like, oh, this is fucking joke now. Jeremy Corbyn he's a type who would be abrasive towards them powers that be in it. Whether or not it would have stopped the amount of deaths we have, I think yes, because if you close down you said the key word. How many people are coming in and out of the UK? Well, duh. That's more COVID coming into the country.
Yeah, but I don't think Jeremy has the power to stop airlines from...
Why doesn't he? He's the Prime Minister of the UK.
Nah, the Prime Minister is not the most powerful person in the country.
Hold on. If the Prime Minister comes out and says, I want to lock down the country, who's going to stop him?
People like... investors in the political parties who give the parties money and give the party actual resources. There's more powerful people in the country than the Prime Minister.
I don't
100%.
I don't disagree with that, but the court of public opinion rules all. If Jeremy Corbyn
to some degree.
No, it rules all. If Jeremy Corbyn comes out and says we want to lock down the country, and then all of a sudden he's not able to, you think the public is just gonna be like, oh yeah, you can't lock it down. We're just gonna accept that, yeah.
Yeah, because we did that with Boris. We basically accepted that Boris can't lock down the country.
No. Boris never said he wanted to lock down the country.
But everyone who's got a brain knows that he can't.
Boris came out and said, this isn't a real virus. I'm going to go around and hug babies, and I'm going to shake everyone's hand.
No, but this is the thing.
That's what I'm going to do.
This is the thing, though. Yeah, this is the thing that everyone that knows the facts knows that Boris said that because he can't lock down the country, not because he doesn't want to. Like, Boris doesn't want to lose his job.
You're giving people too much credit because Mike said it earlier. Certain people, what Boris says goes. There's a lot of people like that. Boris says it's going to kill us. We're staying inside. Boris says it's not real. It's not real.
Yeah. Of course, there are a lot of people that have like a primitive way of thinking that will just believe what he says. But Boris doesn't have the powers to just lock down everything. He just doesn't, man.
How? What do you mean? Why doesn't he? He's the Prime Minister.
Because there's so many people that are invested in certain avenues and certain industries, and they'll basically say, no, we can't do this, we can't do that. It's the same in every country, man. Politics isn't that. The person that we crown the Prime Minister isn't the most powerful person in the country.
He didn't put his foot down. If the Prime Minister, there's nothing you can tell me. I understand what you're saying. There's other powers that be, there's other interests or whatever. If the Prime Minister says we are going into lockdown, that is the end, bruv. If he comes out on that public address and says, we need to go into lockdown, it's over, bruv. We have to go into lockdown.
I don't think he makes...
There's nothing that the billionaire over here can say. There's nothing that these men can say. There's nothing.
No, there isn't.
Do you remember earlier in March when Boris was on TV and the world felt like we were in World War III, bruv. It felt like he was doing a fireside chat and he came on the TV and he said, this is a serious problem. Bruv, if he said right there and then, we need to go into lockdown because we need to get control of this thing. Yeah. There is no way in hell that any big business, don't care whether you're Richard Branson, Jeff Bezos, don't give a monkey's
Yeah. I remember
we're locking down, bruv.
Yeah.
So he didn't put his foot down. That's the be all and end all.
Because he couldn't.
What do you mean he couldn't?
Because he couldn't.
Why couldn't he?
Because he doesn't have the authority and power to do so.
He does have the authority. He chose not to.
Nah, why do you think he chose not to?
Because number one, probably, I don't know. Well,
but why do you honestly think he chose not to?
Because he made peas, blood. The man made peas.
And exactly, so you're saying he made peas, yeah? So it was in his interest. And if he didn't, the people he's making peas from, do you think they're in a more powerful decision than him to benefit his life? Yes.
But you're talking about personal benefit.
But you are, because you said he made peace, so it's a personal benefit.
Yeah, but I'm asking the question. Yeah. Or my statement is that he had the power to, but he didn't.
Okay,
you're saying he doesn't have the power.
Okay, so yeah, he does have the power, but in the biggest schemes of things, although he does have the power, he's not going to use it appropriately, and he's not going to do what's best because he's a member of the Tory party, and he just isn't.
Look, we can debate about this.
Yeah, it's so skeptical. We're not going to know for sure.
I think Corbyn, he's someone that goes against the grain.
Oh, he does.
I reckon, and that's why I'm saying this. I think he would have done a better job simply because, not because of anything tactically or because he's a genius. I reckon he would have just said, we need to go into a lockdown. And
I believe so as well. I
and
believe
we would have gone into lockdown. That's it.
I believe also that Jeremy would have been better with schools, as in like how they're re-entering. I thought that was a clusterfuck. I think he would have been better in terms of allocating money to people that needed it.
Yeah.
I think
because he cares more, innit?
Yeah, because the Labour Party. Yeah, and when it comes to the students, when Rashford got involved, and I think he would have been better in delegating money to people who are self-employed and own businesses also that are under a certain tax bracket. But regardless of who is in power, I still think COVID would have got the benefit, would have still infected a lot of people and would have still been detrimental to our society, regardless.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think it's just one of
I
those
agree with
viruses,
you to an
innit?
extent, but not to how bad it's been now.
Yeah,
The only thing I want to say
I
as
agree.
well,
I retract my statement,
before
yeah.
we end, yeah, the school thing was a complete fuckery.
That was embarrassing.
I said to my mum, I said, Mum, don't let my sister go to school. I said, Mum, it will be stupid to allow her to go to school.
Do you know what, yeah? If I'm being honest, yeah, do you know when I first saw those results here, I actually thought to myself, I feel like these politicians only made that choice under the pretenses that they thought the results wouldn't be made public.
The results of what?
Of what they voted to actually give to voting against giving money towards schools for children in certain situations.
I'm talking about even opening schools.
Opening schools. Okay, fair enough.
Because you remember they did it for one day.
Oh,
they let everyone go back for one day.
Yeah, Boris is like,
Boris
wants everyone to go back to school, right?
Go to school, but don't go to school. Go to work, but don't go to work.
You gotta love him. But no, like I said, like, did you see the results when they voted against the school meals? I feel like they was under the pretense that those results weren't going to be public. Else, how the fuck could you vote that, man?
Every vote is public. They can't. Every single you can.
They don't give a
you're true. Yeah, you're right.
Search for
you can research it. Yeah,
They thought they can get away with it.
They thought they can get away with it, and it wouldn't hit the media. It wouldn't be a scandal.
They would have thought. What they tend to do is they tend to do something crazy so that it's hidden. So they vote for that, and then Boris Johnson would say something like dumb, and everyone's thinking about. It's called dead cat. It's called the dead cat technique. What you do is you go, oh look, there's a dead cat over there,
and it takes your eye off what's actually happening.
Yeah.
But to be fair, what they can hide is studies. I don't know that the government has the right to hide studies done within their cabinet, within their government.
They can hide things for 30 years or something like that.
That's fucked up, man.
They can hide for 30 years.
What the fuck? That's fucked up, bro.
They can hurt you. They're allowed to. But
legally they are, man.
It's only for 30 years though.
Yeah, but then it's gonna come out. Yeah, but this is like basically like the truth about like the Pearl Harbor attack with like President Roosevelt. No one knew that like America was like the ones that actually started that war, and now 30 years later, everyone's like, well, actually, yeah. Excuse me, America were the ones that actually couldn't move their ships but didn't, and started that whole thing.
In 30 years, we'll know exactly what truly happened with COVID.
Yeah, in 30 years, we'll know the truth to round up, basically. Yeah,
that'd be sick. But yeah, man, that's the pod. You know how we do.
You know how we do.
You know how we do, baby. Don't forget. I should have said this in the middle of the pod, but I forgot. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we're on YouTube now. I have to say that apparently. And comment and shit. And don't forget to pour sauces on your bitches.
Yeah, but only garlic and herb.
We're out. We're out. Shambles.